Welcome back to the Islander. My name is DJ, and today we're gonna start the install on my used rotary lift. So I bought this ramp a few months back. I bought it at a place I used to work actually, and I got it for a pretty good deal, I think. So I paid $2 grand for this lift. It is used. It was used for a few years, and it was put in storage after that. I believe this is a 9,000 pound asymmetrical ramp. Come with all the legs, the top bar, some plates and a bit of hardware. So when I initially started this garage and I poured this floor, I dug out 2 holes that were deeper for the concrete. This is where my ramp was gonna go. Now those holes were 16 feet in from the front of the garage and 66 inches in from the sides. So if my calculations are right, I'll measure that, put a mark on the floor, that's where these legs gotta go. Those holes here, I believe were maybe like 1.5 feet or 2 foot square. If I'm not spot on, there's lots of room for me still to drill my holes. The rest of this floor is a full 6 inches. It's got wire mesh and rebar, so it should be plenty strong. This building has 2x6 walls, so if my calculations are correct, that's about 5.5 inches. So if I take my wall away from that, because this measurement was from the edge of my floor, it should give me about 60.5 inches. Just put a little mark there on the floor. And I'm 16 feet in from the front of the garage. I want to come in off that wall, 16 feet, take away about 5.5 inches. P-brake. Yep. Honestly, I'm going to be pretty spoiled. I got this beautiful little shop. I got heat. I'm putting this ramp up. It's definitely a lot better than being laid down on your back on a gravel driveway, which I've done for the past 10 or 12 years. So I pretty much just got to manhandle these things into place. Try not to tip them over. I am hard-headed, but my head is not that hard. I'm trying to be careful because this ramp already broke one of my fingers. I don't want it to break nothing else. So this ramp is asymmetrical, I do believe, so those legs are going to have to be tilted one way. Now let's get this one over in place. Okay, so the legs are roughly in place. Now I'm going to just hold a scaffold over, put in the middle. I'm going to put that top bar across. I'll measure that measurement. I'll come down bottom and I'll make that the same measurement. This top piece has this little bar on it. There's supposed to be a limit switch here. And I never noticed before, or maybe I done it moving this around, but it's broke off. So here's the switch, and that is where it will go. So I'm gonna have to either get a new one of these switches or just kind of jimmy rig this up so it works. I got my hardware. It's just 4 nuts and 4 bolts. The legs definitely got to be spread apart some. Let's try that. So this leg got to come in maybe like 4 inches. And now it got to go out like 4 inches. Okay, I guess I'll tighten down this top bar. I'll take a measurement up here, and I'll go down and take a measurement on the bottom. Torque the spec. I'm going to measure again. You can probably never measure enough. This got to be right, because when I drill those holes and put them in the floor, they're there. You're not going to move them then. You're going to want to pick a point on this leg, pick the same point on that leg, and move up and take the measurements from the same points up there to make sure that it's good. Straight across. I'm 1/18 3/4. I'm off there by almost 2 inches, so the bottom got to come in. I'm 117 up here. I'll go down bottom then and make my adjustments. I just measured a few more times, and what I can see is this leg here got to go in almost 2 inches. So I can't lift it. What I'm doing, I got a block of wood here, and I got it touching the ramp. I got a maul, so I'm going to smack that wood, and in turn, the ramp will go in. So let's just give her a try. Did it move in any or what? I moved it in about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to get another block of wood and try it again. All right, so I've got to go in 1 more inch. A little bit more. So I got 117.5. So I'm just going to go measure the top again just to be sure. After a bunch of fooling around, adjustments here and there, I got the top at 117 and I got the bottom at 117. All right, so I got this little plate right there on this leg, on the left leg. And that's where this motor pump thing is going. Before I put my motor up, I figured it was a good time for me to put the lever on these legs. Before I get too far into it, I may need to shim them before I bolt them to the floor. But my floor is done pretty well, I got to say. The level don't lie. Looks good to me. Yeah, I figure that I can probably hook my motor up now first, because I think the electrician fella is going to be coming by here today to put my lights and plugs in. He can probably hook this up now while he's here. All right, we get the motor on. I wanted to get the motor on first because my electrician was on his way and he got it all hooked up here now. I did bump the button, it does work, but obviously the hoses aren't hooked up and it spits fluid everywhere. So I'll carry on now. I'll probably run my hoses and cables, I guess. Alrighty. And if you can't tell there, while the electrician was here, he came and he put all my lights in, did all my plugs and switches. So now we got some nice lights. I love that for me. My power is on here now, but the breaker is turned off for this, so we're all good to be hooking this up. We get fluid in this one. Oh my God. A big old mess on my floor. Anyway, let's try to do this quickly, I guess. What the fuck is going on here? So in each leg, you get the cable just kind of rolled up and put in here. So I'll get these out now and get these ran. Okay, so I get my cable. I guess this one goes here on the outside pulley. It's kind of where it lines up. So I'll do that. So those cables are attached, I guess, to the bottom of this little leg post thing that carries the legs. Comes on up here. In here are 2 pulleys. So this one lines up with that inside pulley, so that's where I'm going to put it. It comes across the bar, and it comes back down this inside pulley. And then goes all the way down here again into that hole right there. So I'm going to run this one up and around now, and I'll get these cables put in there, get the bolt on them, and I guess I'll tighten them up. I'll fish this one up and I'll run it on the opposite pulley, come down on that side on the same pulley, onto the other leg. Okay, now you pretty much got to take these cables, this threaded rod got to go down in that hole And then you're gonna need to get it in with that nut and get it on that rod. It's a little tricky, but just be patient and you'll get her done. Okay, I got one more cable here for those locks. So let's get that in. So I got my cables all on, and my hoses are all hooked up. It works. So before I get ahead of myself now, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drill these holes in my concrete and anchor all this down. Okay, so those are now resting on their locks. I'm gonna go ahead now and drill out these holes and anchor this down. There's all my anchor bolts. I'll just snug these down. I'll probably cut these off with the grinder afterwards. So I'm just going to kind of snug these down first with a wrench. I'll come back and torque them when I get the other side all done. I believe these go to about 150 foot-pounds. If you're wondering why I didn't shim the legs, I did put level on it and they're pretty spot on, to be honest with you. Now we're on to the next side. Yes, sir. Okay, so my anchor bolts, they're all in. They're all snugged up. They're not torqued yet. I gotta cut them off and I'll torque them then. I'm gonna put my legs on here now. The short legs go in the front and the long legs go in the back. We got our short leg on, now let's put our long leg on. There's no better place than between a nice set of legs. Well, we got these two legs on. Now I gotta put these two legs on. I just love that for me. Another set of legs, all done. I'm gonna grind excess treads off of these long ass anchor bolts. We're just gonna go around now and torque them all down. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got everything done now. Got all those bolts torqued down to spec. I got my hoses all zip tied in place. I guess it's the ultimate test now. Let's put a car on there and see how it goes. If it falls over and crushes me, I guess you won't see this video. But if you do see this video, I guess it was all good. So remember that flip car that I started, I don't know, 2 months ago? Never finished it. This is she. Well, this is the moment of truth, boys. Cross your fingers. Seems solid to me. She's up. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I got flips to flip and a supercar to get.